Guys, welcome back in to another video. Guys, we are back again with another AOT reaction. I told y'all that this type of content is going to be being pushed out a lot. And the reason I mean that and the reason I say that is because, yet again, AOT is about to ramp back up next month. This is going to be the final piece of the puzzle, right? So there's going to be a lot of talks, a lot of hustle and bustle about the finale of that season. Y'all are going to see a lot of different takes, a lot of different content creators are going to start coming back with their takes on how the ending was. Majority of it is going to be probably new to a lot of people who are just anime only fans. So you're going to have that as well. So yeah, it's gonna be a crazy time. It's gonna be a very crazy time within the next month or so. Guys, for this particular reaction, guys, we're gonna react to a particular video that caught my attention from a creator by the name of Film Dive. And they basically posed a question or yet a statement regarding the whole AOT concept of freedom. And the name of the video is The Danger of Absolute Freedom. So I want to check this out. I want to see where they're going with this. I want to see if they're going to probably reference the fact of, the 100% rumbling going or something to that degree. I don't know. Who knows, right? But that's what I'm gonna assume that they're going with. The video is very short. It's not super long, so this one's not gonna be super long as well. I'm gonna give my takes as well. Y'all know I'm long-winded. Y'all know I like to talk. Y'all know I like to give vivid points. So stay tuned for that. But before we get into that, y'all already know the deal. Let's get the business out the way. Guys, if you're enjoying the content that's being produced and the content that you are consuming, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, that like button. Again, it helps out the algorithm on the channel. It helps us be seen to more people, and I appreciate those who do that. Also, guys, go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. It's free. It doesn't cost you a dime. I'm trying to grow. We have been growing, and it's been an amazing journey thus far, and I can't wait to see what the next chapter is going to take us. So appreciate and shout out to you guys. Also, guys, comment down below. Y'all know that I'm very vocal. I try to respond to every comment I can, and I want to know your thoughts on the situation or just the video in general, and we can have some dialogue because I love doing that. So let me get them comments down below. Last but not least, go ahead and share the content as well as hit that notification bell so you guys are up to date on anything and everything that's being put out on this channel. But without motherfucking ado, let's get into this. All right, as I said, guys, this is The Danger of Absolute Freedom, an Attack on Titan analysis. And we're going to look into it, we're going to deep dive into it, and we're going to give our thoughts on it, and we're going to see what's going on. So let's get into it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pause it here to read it. Freedom is never voluntarily given by the oppressor. It must be demanded by the oppressed. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Freedom. This is what Eren wanted his entire life and was willing to destroy the entire world to achieve it. I don't think any book or movie captures the concept of freedom as good as Attack on Titan. But what exactly is freedom? What does it mean? And why do I think achieving absolute freedom is dangerous and impossible?
Why isn't it possible? It's just not. Why not?
This is of course my personal opinion. Feel free to comment your own in the comment section. First of all, let me make it completely clear that we are not talking about free will here. Free will and freedom are kinda different. Free will is the freedom of choice. You can say that free will is the idea of controlling action. You can choose the kind of food you want to eat or the clothes you want to wear.
True.
And one may even argue that free will is a kind of freedom. Freedom is a broad concept, and there are different parts of freedom, like the freedom of speech and the freedom of thoughts. But there's one kind of freedom that Attack on Titan explores the most, And it's the most dangerous type of freedom, and it's the freedom of action. It is dangerous because you can't achieve the freedom of action without taking the freedom of other people. The Attack on Titan does a fantastic job explaining this concept. The kid Eren has the freedom of speech and the freedom of thought. He speaks his mind and his thoughts roam free. But he is not free to act. The world, or more specifically the human society, won't let him to do so. Eren finds out that in order to do what he wants, he needs power. Because every time, his freedom is taken away by things that are more powerful than Eren. He was kidnapped, forced into situations, and forced to react to decisions others made. And that was when he realized that the freedom of action is impossible unless you have the power to enforce your will. Keep in mind that Eren's original goal was very simple and completely innocent. He just wanted to explore the world beyond the walls. He wanted to see the huge body of water and the sea of sands. But soon he realized that in order to be free, he had no choice but to destroy the people who did everything they could to take away his freedom. Isn't it ironic? In order to gain freedom, you're forced to do things. Humans live in a society, and societies take away people's freedom in order to create a safe environment. Anything that puts the safety and function of the society in danger is punishable. And that is acceptable to a degree because humans are social creatures. We do need each other. Like how I need you to subscribe to this channel. And in Eren's case, freedom is what he was looking for since he was a kid. And in order to achieve it, he was willing to do absolutely anything. At first, he saw Titans as the things standing between him and his freedom. But when he found out that his freedom was taken away by people, he knew what he had to do. What Eren did was bad, but if he had the freedom to explore the world as a kid, would he really activate the rumbling and kill 80% of the world's population? Believe it or not, humans are born free. For us, freedom is like breathing. It's necessary for our survival. What is the method that every single country uses to punish people? They take away your freedom and put you in a cell. Because freedom is so valuable for us that losing it is the worst punishment imaginable. Now imagine you had the power to take back your freedom. Wouldn't you do it? What Eren did was exercising his freedom. But absolute freedom is impossible.
Why isn't it possible?
Because in order to get it, you have to take away others' freedom. For years, Eren couldn't do what he wanted, and knowing that he only had a few years to live, he didn't care about the consequences. I'd said he even welcomed the consequences.
I'm not gonna go that far. It's almost done, so I'm gonna go ahead and let it finish.
It's painful and beautiful at the same time, and I thank Mr. Isayama for it. And with that out of the way, I see you guys next week.
Yeah, that was a quick one. I didn't really have any interruptions. I mean, the concept in which he was saying was true. Like I said, I will disagree there to that point. I don't think he welcomed the fact of what he was doing because, again, there was evidence to show that he didn't want to do those things. He didn't want to do the rumbling. He didn't really want to do it. So it wasn't like he just deliberately was like, oh, I'm finna kill all these motherfuckers, man. Fuck y'all. But I do understand his concept. To have absolute freedom to just do whatever the fuck you want to do without no consequence, that's dangerous because you're going to go to the degree of, just wanting that, just striving for that. And then you're willing to just do anything. Now, the only difference is, again, if we're going to talk about it in the realm of the Attack on Titan universe, it wasn't so much anymore about freedom. It was more so about being killed. If you think about the story evolved from the boy striving for freedom against the Titans and the walls that he only knew and that they only knew, to understanding the concept that these walls and all of this that happened in these Titans were placed in front of us from the people on the other side of the sea. They were the ones who did this. They were basically the catalysts that did this. In order for that to happen, if we could do a peace treaty and we could talk and everything was rosy and cool and like, yo, I didn't know y'all were over here or whatever the case may be, Eren wouldn't have done that. Eren wouldn't have went that far, right? But it was only after war was declared did it go from I want to have freedom to be able to do stuff to now I have an active threat. Now we go to an active situation to where our lives are in danger. Now it evolves from that. It went from, like I said, you seeing the possibilities of what could be to now y'all are actively pursuing us to try to kill us. There's a total different now. Now that's totally different. Now I have to act according, or I have to act in kind, because now you guys are, planning to wipe us out. So that's where it kind of evolves to and things of that nature. Now I do agree with his point. Like if you just want absolute freedom for no reason whatsoever, just because you feel as though you're not free and you just want to kill people just because, sure, that's when it's like fucking dangerous. And like, yeah, that's because there's no ideology of that. You're still able to do what you want to do. You're still able to go where you want to go. You're still able to touch and see whatever it is that you want to see, right? You can still do those things. If they lived in that position where they were able to just still live, not have a care in the world, and it is what it is, and there's not a consistent danger out there, then it's fine. But to him, the danger was originally the Titans, and now the danger is the people who sent the Titans. It evolved to that, right? Because those people want you dead. They want you dead. They want to wipe you out. So now it's a big difference. Now it's a bigger difference than just freedom. Because now we're putting our lives on the line. Now it's like we're going to end up getting killed and getting wiped out because of this. Again, I do understand the concept. I mean, the video was cool. It was very cool, very to the point, very concise. So kudos for that. But I don't think it's just that simple. I don't think it's so simple that, again, it's like, oh, I just want freedom and I just want to kill people and I welcome this. It wasn't that simple. It was a little bit more complex and a little bit more convoluted than that. So that's why I had to make that point of like, yeah, it was about the freedom because, again, he was ignorant to the fact of the outside world. So by you being ignorant to that, you had no idea. You just thought the oppression came from the mindless Titans. That's all that you guys thought. So you were under the assumption that the outside world was where you guys were at. And you all was all that was left of humanity. So naturally, my mindset is different now. Now I'm looking at it from the standpoint of like, hey, okay, cool. All we got to do is just kill the Titans and wipe these motherfuckers out. Been super easy, done deal. Wipe our hands. We can go do whatever we want to do. We can cultivate the lands and go on about that, and we have no more oppression from the Titans, right? But then that evolved now to know that, okay, these simple, mindless Titans are actual thought-provoking, dream-having humans. That's a bigger issue now. Now we've went from just me killing, again, mindless Titans who just eat shit to people with thought, people with imagination, people with dreams, aspirations, people with homes, lives. It's a total different thing. That's why he made that point in chapter 131. Like, damn, I'm going to be the one to take this away. And that's why in that chapter, he was where he was breaking down. Because he realized, like, yes, when I found out that humanity existed, I was disappointed. Because it would have been a lot easier. It would have been a lot easier to just be the Titans. The Titans were the only things that were there. It was a lot easier for me to make that distinction and kill them. Because the Titans were the only thing there. I didn't know the Titans were tied to our bloodline. I had no fucking clue. Right? But now to know that there are people here, again, children, innocents here, and I have to be the one to do that, man, that's just disheartening. That's why I say, no, it wasn't just so like, oh, I just want to go explore shit. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go explore the world. I just want to be Christopher Columbus in this motherfucker. It wasn't that. It was more than that. But again, that was a good video. I liked it. Like I said, it was very precise, very concise. went straight to the point. So I love those type of videos. So kudos to you for making that video. So yeah, it was good, guys. So again, comment down below, guys. Let me know what you think. Like I said, this is more of a shorter version of that. But let me know your thoughts on the video. Go ahead and like, subscribe as well. And go ahead and share and hit the notification bell also. So yeah, we're going to call it here, guys. There's going to be more videos to come. As always, like I said, I'm not going to let you down. And we're going to keep them pushing out. All right? So in the meantime, you guys have a great motherfucking day. And I'll see you guys on the other side. And I'm out.